What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to preview round 15 of the 2024 NRL season, guys. Always love the round just before Origin. There's a lot of dress rehearsals. Everyone's playing. Everyone's putting on their best foot forward. And, yeah, it should be good, man. I'm super excited for this round, guys. As always, guys, drop in the comments who you think's going to win all these games, 1 through 8. I'd love to see who takes it out this week and see who's the best tipper in the comments. And any crazy punts you got too, drop them in the comments too. You know I love seeing them. And then, look, guys, I do copy some of you guys sometimes. Some of you guys have won me some money. A lot of you have lost me some money. But hey, that's what happens. That's punting. That's punting. Speaking of punting, we've been going... Last weekend, the weekend before, was pretty awful, but this weekend we murdered it, absolutely killed it, guys. So if you do want to follow me, guys, make sure you follow me on Dabble. It's MonsterSnag, or if you do want to join, there is a link in the bio, or join using the code SNAG. It'll automatically follow me, and we can chat, have banter under the bet slips and stuff like that, which is why I love Dabble. And also... I love the double ups. Double up margins are so good. We've been hitting a lot of those, guys. So, especially we're hitting them more frequently the longer the season goes on too. By the end of the year, after round 20, I want to be hitting every single double up we put down. Yeah, super excited, guys. Also, I don't have my screen up, but make sure you are. I'm so close to 6K,20 We've got about 20 subs to go. So if you can shoot us a sub too, guys, that'd be absolutely awesome. All right, guys, so we'll go over each team. We'll go over our head-to-heads. We've got some punts for the first 2 games. We'll also be having a look at each game. We'll have a bit of look at the matchups, stuff like this, so we can see all the percentages of try scorers, overs, unders, all that sort of stuff. See where people are scoring tries, whether you want to put your money, obviously, on the left side of the Storm. They're scoring 54% of their tries there, stuff like that, guys. So... hopefully you don't put any silly punts down, guys. All right, so first, we have a top 4 clash between the Sharkies and the Finns. That's going to be a good game. Man, the bookies aren't giving the Finns much of a chance. Jesus. $1.33. Sharkies on 2-game skid. Raiders versus the Cowboys. Huge game for both teams. Huge game for both teams. And even this game here is massive. Bunnies versus the Broncos. This is huge for Broncos. I'll go into more detail, but they do not want to lose this game. They really don't. West Tigers versus the Titans. Bit of a slinger. And then we have the Warriors versus the Storm. Huge game. Huge game for the Wars. Huge game. Man, Storm up on top. Parramatta Eels versus the Roosters. Brendan Smith stood down. We'll get into that as well. Seagulls versus the Dragons. Actually, huge game for both these teams. We've got some good games. They're not like Clash of the Titans games, but like a lot of games with some like possible top 8 implications. Like Seagulls do not want to lose this game. Like if Seagulls lose this, they're going to slip down to probably 12th, 13th. It's going to be hard to claw the way back up, you know. And Dragons, if they win it, I mean, they're probably going to be pretty damn close to the 8. Pretty close to the 8. They're already close to the 8. Might be in the 8. And Knights versus the Penny Panthers. Wow, the Penny Panthers are morals in that one. All right, here's the ladder, guys. Like I said, I won't go through it. We go through that in a review, but we might refer back to it a little bit throughout the game. First, Sharkies versus the Finns. Billy Burns out. Out for the Dolphins. Besides that, Nico Hines is in. He's in, lads. Toby Rudolph starting. I actually really liked him starting there. Man, Sharks middles, man. Oregon Kafusi, Nakora. I liked Siffer on that edge. McInnes was great. Hamlin Ueli comes back in. Royce Hunt has been murdering it. And what I found a little bit strange for the Finns, they're coming up against a monster pack, and they've got 2 second rowers playing front row. I found that a little strange, but look. I'm not going to tell Wayne Bennett he's picked a bad team. His IQ is just a little higher than mine. Well, maybe not actual IQ, but his footy IQ is. I know that for damn sure. We've got Kerr, Nichols, Stone, and Donahue on the bench. So a couple front rows on the bench, but a little light in the middle. I do not like that for the Finns. I can't remember what the numbers were. I think they ran for 2.2 kilometres last week. It was enormous from the Sharks. And then it's not... Then they've got this back 5 that can... punch in through the middle too. Jesus Christ, that could yeah, I was a little shocked at the price of the Dolphins. I was like, geez, it's 1 versus 4th. It's not 1 versus 14th. But yeah, after looking at all this, I sort of see the price. We'll have a quick look at some of the stat attacks, guys, and we'll go through some of our bets for this one. Sharks have won 4 of their past 5 from PointsBet Stadium. They're always pretty good there. Finns have lost all 3 games played in Sydney venues this year. Not great in Sydney. Mulatalo has scored 32 tries in 30 games at PointsBet. Hammersko has scored 8 tries in his last 6 games. Wow. All right, so we'll have a look at this, guys. So I have gone Mulatalo and Katoa as my try scorers in this one, guys. So on Dabble, I got that. It's terrible odds, but I just think it's hitting. You can chuck another little leg in there if you like. But yeah, these guys should really score. 56% chance and 53% chance. Yeah, and I got that at 263 on Dabble, guys. Overs, unders, the line. Where's the line? Totals, match total, sorry. So 47.5 points is the line. 54% go under. I think it could be under. 47's about 24 points each. It'll be tight. It's going to be tight. I'd probably put that up to 54 and then take the unders. It'll be obviously worse odds, but it just gives you that little bit of leeway. If you want to look at try scorers for I know Jermaine Asako's the favourite here. I actually like Hammer through a big pack. I think he'd probably more likely to go through the middle than them go around. But yeah, I just didn't pick a try scorer for the Dolphins just because they're going to score a try. It's not like Sharks have crazy defence, but I just didn't. I don't think they're going to score many tries. And it makes it hard. So I'd just rather, if Dolphins only going to possibly score 2 tries in this game, I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to put for me to put a try scorer in a team for me to put a try scorer bet down, I have to be almost certain they're going to score it at minimum 3 tries, at minimum, because you've only got a 1 in 3 chance of hitting. So. Yeah, and I'm not confident they'll score more than 2. They probably will, but so head to head, what's the line looking like? So line -9.5, 53%. Yeah, so this line's pretty tasty too, guys. I personally wouldn't take Sharks with a 9.5 point head start. I'd probably bring that down to about 6.5. I don't think that. I'm pretty. Sharks could blow them off the park. Like I said, they've got a big middle. Those back 5 absolutely rip and tear in. But I'm not overly confident they're just going to blow the Dolphins. Dolphins have showed me too much over the past year that they did get blown out game 1. But besides that, their average winning margin's about 35 points. So I've put another one down too, guys. So this one actually is Dolphins plus 19.5. So pretty much Dolphins don't get pumped by 19. I have the Dolphins over 11.5 points, and I have Cronulla over 18.5 points. I'm pretty confident that this is going to hit, guys. So Finns are averaging 25 points a game. I don't think they're going to get 25, but I'm very confident they can get over 11. I'm very confident they're not going to get whooped by 20. And Cronulla over 18 points. There's so many points in them. I think they'll cover that quite nicely. That's paying $2.10. If you can get Finns to just score over 10.5, no, it's fine. I like 11.5. That's absolutely fine. All right, let's have a look at their try locator, guys. So Sharkies, pretty even, but still looking on the left. So we're looking at Mulatalo, guys. We're looking at Talakai. However, with Hines back, I do think they will go right a little more than they had been. And Finns are scoring so evenly. 38, 33, and quite a few through the middle. Mark Nichols maybe for one. You never know. Mark Nichols for one. But yeah, so we'll go the Sharkies in this one, guys. Raiders versus the Cows. As soon as I saw this, I was like, someone actually said to me, I don't know if it's true, I didn't actually check, but I did in my post video, I said, man, Cowboys just look tired, and someone said they haven't had a bye yet. I was like, are you kidding? We're halfway through the season. How do they not have a bye? Some teams have had 2 byes. So I was a little blown away by that. They looked very tired. And then I saw they were playing the Raiders, and I was like, that is the worst team you want to play because they're going to make you grind. They're going to make you grind. They're going to pull you down. They're going to make you play a bunch of footy. They don't give you much. It's in Canberra. It's in the middle of winter. Yuck. That is, it's going to be a shock for the probably 30-degree days with humidity up in Townsville. I don't know if it's been that hot. I'm just making stuff up. But, yeah, definitely Titans. Cowboys look a little tired. So, McLean's back. Robson, Tuolangi. Yeah, so... Yeah, I've obviously lent towards Raiders. I love what the Raiders are doing. They're sitting in 5th, and it's not by fluke. They've been good. Papali'i, Tarpany, Hudson Young, Elliott Whitehead back. I just really like this team. I really do. I really like this team. It's good. I actually think I would have backed... Actually, we'll go to some stats first. We'll have a look at some stats and then we'll break down. Hudson Young has scored 4 tries in his last 3 NRL games. So I'm taking Huddy Young. So the player props went up when I was putting these videos down, but I am taking Hudson Young for a try in this. He'll be on the left. He'll be against Nanai. I love him for a try in this game. It's going to be... It's set up for him to score a try on this one. So, and his form's good. He has scored 3 in his last 4 games. I really like him for a try in this one. So I'll definitely put him down as a single try scorer. I don't like many try scorers in this game. I went through to do a little try scorer multi. I actually don't like many try scorers. Like, obviously, if we have a look at the team list, like, yeah, obviously Drinky can score one. Like, there's plenty of, but I couldn't find anything I really, really liked other than Hudson Young and possibly Nanai. But, yeah, I'm definitely taking Huddy for a try in this one. Cowboys have won their past 4 games against the Raiders. Raiders have conceded 84 points in their last 2 games at GAO Stadium. Robbo will make his 100th appearance. Maybe him for a sneaky. Rapano's scored 7 tries in his past 4 games. So, yeah, we'll have a bit of a look, but I'll show you what I mean when I said I didn't really like much. It's just, with the try scorers, I mean, Hudson Young is the highest probability of getting a try, which I actually found pretty surprising. Kyle Felt, I just don't trust him anymore. Nanai, obviously, he's good for one, but, you know, like sometimes they just play the other side more. Sometimes they don't play short. They go, they hit the good man, they hit Drinkwater out the back, so there's a good chance that misses. Tuolangi, every time I see him to put Tuolangi in, they play right. Although I think he's good. Drinkwater, obviously really good for a try, but not sure. And then Val Holmes is pretty hit or miss as well. And then I come over to Savage. He's probably good for one. I'm not putting Chris or Kotrick in, and Tomoko just doesn't get enough ball. Get what I mean? I just don't like much there from the try scorer point of view. Predicted score here, guys, 24-20. Head-to-head, 59% to the Raiders. We'll have a look at the line, minus 1.5. I do like that line. I like Raiders to cover that line, obviously. And overs, unders, 48. And, yeah, the unders, 58% probability there. So I actually like that unders at 58%. So over, under, 48. I love it. Love it. Head-to-head, Raiders, 2% edge. What else we got here? Under 48. Yeah, 5%. Yeah, that's a nice punt. Or at least a nice leg. If you can get under 49, I really like that. I actually really like that. I don't think there's going to be as many points as everyone's sort of been thinking. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Raiders in this one. Let's have a little look. See, so last time they played was close. Yeah, see, these guys have been scoring and conceding, but when they play each other as well, it's quite low scoring. So I really like big game for the Cows as well. I mean, I wouldn't say write them off, but Jesus Christ, if they lose this one, they're starting to lose touch with the 8. So they're not going to be... I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball around willy-nilly. It's a night game in Canberra. I don't think we're going to see that, like, Cowboy magic that we can see. Oh, no. I got rid of the rest of it. What game did I get rid of then? I got rid of the Broncos game. Bunnies game. All right, I'll have to bring that up again and see. Yeah, so I'm going to take Raiders in that one, guys. So here's the Raiders game. Alright, so that's where it should have been. Yep. Cool. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. This is a massive game, and because it's a massive game, I'm going to need a drink. Good stuff. This is a huge game for the Broncos. If Broncos lose this, I'm seriously worried about them. Just because they're going to make the 8. They've got so much strike. They're going to beat enough teams to make the 8. I'm not worried about that. Broncos' goal coming into this was to win a premiership. Anything to me other than a grand final appearance is a pretty big L. Semi-final, I would say, for them. I think if you make a semi, I think if you make the 8, you've passed. You've made a pass mark. Only one team can win. And unfortunately for everyone over this past 4 or 5 years, you've got the best team of all time in playing and active. If they lose this game and a few of these teams go up in the top 4, they all of a sudden they're, 4 full points away from 4th. And people say, we're only 2-3 games behind this team. What you understand is people they think, we're only 2 games behind, we'll win 2 games. No, they have to lose 2 games as well. It's harder to make up 2 or 3 games than people think. I've seen people, in round 21, they're like, we're only 3 games away from making the top 8, top 4. I'm like, bro, the top 4 teams are good teams. There's only 6 games left. You really think you're going to win all 6 and they're going to lose all 3? They're going to lose 3? That's not happening, bro. So like I said, it's not do or die, but it becomes a little concerning because you can't win the comp from outside the top 4. All of a sudden, Dragons win. I mean, they're outside the 8, and they have to really push their way back up in. Storm don't look like they're going to be dropping. Sharks don't look like they're going to be dropping. Panthers don't look like they're dropping. It only, you know what I mean? And they technically, if Storm, Sharks, and Panthers all win, they're 3 games behind those guys. If you really want to finish in the top 2, if you want a proper crack. I mean, I'm not saying you have to finish in the top 2 to win the comp, but home final, first one, is a big advantage, when you're playing another top 4 team. It's, if they finish 4th, they would have to go play Melbourne in Melbourne. Or it said Penrith are on top, and they have to go play Penrith in Penrith for their first final. And then if they lose that, then they have to go play back another team, and then win again. It just makes it a whole lot harder. So this is a big game for the Broncos. It really is. I believe they got the bye after this one. But yeah, it's not a huge game for the Broncos, but it's big. The Broncos cannot lose this one. Bunnies is hitting a little form. 1 sec, sorry. So Broncos on a 2-game skid. Bunnies on a 2-game win streak. 2 hidings. Their confidence is up. Their tails are up a little bit. It's in Sydney. Broncos not great in Sydney. This is the first time they've played at a core since they had that grand final ripped away from them. So it's a little concerning. All right, we'll have a look at some of the match stats quickly. All right, Rabbitohs have scored 88 points in their past 2 games. They were conceding about 88 points in the last few games before. Broncos have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Rabbitohs. Latrell Mitchell has scored 48 points in his past 4 games. There's a leg for your multi. Maybe Latrell to score 8 points. Not a bet, just a leg in a multi. Because if he gets a try, he's hitting it. Because he's going to convert his try. And then all he needs is 1 more conversion. There you go. Brisbane Broncos play their first game at a core stadium since the 2023 grand final. Yeah. Yes. I don't know watch live. What's the team stats? All right, so we'll have a look at what's been going on here. So Rabbitohs getting this number up a little bit. Broncos just 75% every week. 75% every week. Boat tackling the same. Broncos obviously much better with points differential. Obviously they've won a lot more games. 3 of 12 versus 7 of 13. But yeah, obviously not been great. So let's have a look at the Broncos form. So Broncos lost to the Sharks 12-22. They lost to the Titans. They beat the Sea Eagles but by 1 point. And they beat Parramatta, who had Moses and everyone out, so they were awful at that point. And then they lost to the Roosters 40-18. Broncos, all of a sudden, haven't been good. You know, like you've got one good win there against the Eels, who had no Clint, no thing, were just sham. I'm pretty sure that when they lost Brad Arthur as well. Yeah, not good. And it's not like, you know, the past 5 games from the Rabbitohs is brilliant, but they're both 2 and 5. But Bunnies are coming in hot. They really are. All right, let's have a look at some tries. All right, so you're looking at try scorers, guys. So where are Broncos going? Broncos are going left. Yeah, Broncos are going left. I like everyone on the left side when Reynolds is out. So we're looking at Oates. Sorry, let's go back here. We'll find the Broncos game. Here we go. All right, predicted score, Broncos to win 25-20, head-to-head. So Broncos pretty favourites. But I'm not super sold on this one, guys. Broncos 4.5 point line. Geez, you could take the Bunnies with about an 8.5 point head start and still get odds. Maybe might be worth it. Under 49 points, 50. Yeah, I don't mind this. I think again, similar to the last game, I think it looks like there could be more points just from what's been going on, but pretty big game for both teams. I think we could see less points than we sort of think. All right, try scorers, guys. So we have Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson murdered us last week. They just went right all game. So don't have the plums to put Alex Johnson in. Trell Mitt to get one. Like I said, maybe Trell Mitt for points over tries. Dean Mariner, 51%. Ezra Mann, 45%. I love that. I like Corey Oates at 43%. Them going left. Then we have Stagsy. So Broncos, under 49 points, 6% edge. Yeah, see, I like that. I like Broncos under 50 points. I mean, I like match totals under 50 points. So I actually really like that. I think it'll be close. I think they're going to score about 45 points. That seems about right to me. All right, I'm going to take the Broncos with not much confidence, but I'll probably be looking at the Rabbitohs with about a 6 to 8 point head start, and I'll probably also be looking under 50 points roughly to try and get a double up there too, guys. All right. Let's go on to the next game. West Tigers versus the Titans. Let's not spend much time on this, guys. So Sullivan, Galvin stood down. So Caesar comes back. Abby Coruscant comes in at the half. This team's a mess, man. But I just don't want to rip on them too much. I hate how much... Man, just watched NRL 360. They spend more time talking about the Tigers over bloody... more than just like what's going on with, you know, like big stuff. It pisses me off, man. I just want to have a look at some team stats with you. So Titans, they got humped. They beat the Broncos, great win. So it's looking like they're going win-loss, which sort of looks like about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Oh, man, roughly. So Titans came off to this awful start and they lost, 5 in a row or whatever. And then they lost 10-0 and everyone's like, they're gone. And then they sort of showed a bit of fight. And then all of a sudden I said they've sort of evolved back into the Titans from last year, where they're going to score points, they're going to get scored on, they're going to throw the ball around, and if they're leading at the end of the 80 minutes, they win the game. If that makes sense. Like, it's just like they're going to throw the ball around, score points, they're going to get points scored on them. And whoever happens to be winning at the 80th minute wins the game. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. And when they do that, they're sort of going to go win-loss. And they've sort of, since I said that, it's literally been happening. So if we look at the 4, they're going to win this game. So lock in the Titans. Let's go Titans. Seriously, they're going to win this game. That's just what the Titans are doing. They throw the ball around, they score, they throw the ball from inside their half. They're going to score tries from inside their half. They're going to muck up tries. They're going to muck up trying to shift inside their half to get tries scored on them. That's what the Titans look like. They've evolved back into last year's Titans, where that's what they sort of did, which is absolutely hilarious to me. I'm interested to see where are the Titans scoring all their tries. Titans. There they are. Yeah, left. I tell you what, that left-hand edge. looked nice. When they did shift left, Jesus Christ, it was slick. I was not quite like kick our Bronson Sherry Addo car, but it was pretty nice. I was like, Jesus, and I tell you what, that Pereira's got wheels, bro. Pereira's wheels are legit. Like, he is so quick. He's gotten stronger too, man. I said in the post thing, I couldn't believe how big his quads were, because when he came in the league last year, he was so skinny. He's been front squatting loads. He's been taking loads, lifting loads. So Bunny, and where are Bunnies going? Bunnies, look at that. 62% of their tries on the left. That is insane. Wow. So we go back, and then we go. Alright, so try scorers here. I hit Lob last week, which is pretty good. I didn't know much about him, but he looks nice. So I really like this dude. Looks like a gun. Looks like a gun, this Alex Lob. They keep finding players. They really do. Yeah, he looks real nice. Calm Pereira as well. I think that's who I had as my. I definitely had both these guys in last weekend, and they both hit. And I had Dave Fafita as well. I like Dave Fafita for a try in this one. Origin. He's in beast mode. Like, he wants to score points at the moment. He's beasting. He's been going beast mode. So tries for these ones, guys. I'll be looking at Lob. I'll be looking at Fafita. I'll be looking at Calm Pereira as the safeties. What are we going for the totals? Under 49 points, 58% probability. 58 points, so 24. So what's it saying there? Yeah, okay. I reckon they're going to score about 6 more points than this, personally. I reckon the score is going to be like 26-32 or something. Like, just a little bit more than this. That'd be my prediction. So I would personally take this line a little higher. I like the unders, but a little higher, like 54, 52. Yeah. But I wouldn't have the plums to go overs at 49, if that makes sense. Like, I think unders would probably... If I had to go over under 50, gun to my head, I'd go under. Just because goal kick in, happy, Caesar, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'd just probably... If I gun to my head, I'd probably go under 50. But I just have a feeling they'll score a little bit more. What else? We've got Titans with a 3.5 point head start, $1.85. Yeah, that's tasty as well. I like that. And then we have under 49 points, 6% edge. Yeah, that might be worth taking, guys. If you can get that under 50, might be worth taking. It might be worth taking. Where are we? West Tigers. Oh, so we didn't do the stats. All right, West Tigers have not defeated the Titans at Leichhardt Oval since 2008. Titans been in since 2000? They have, haven't they? Yeah. Titans have won their past 5 games against the Tigers. Tigers have conceded 98 points in the last 2 games. AKP has scored 9 tries in his past 6 games. Put it down. Buller has scored 3 tries in 2 games at Leichhardt Oval. I love Buller. Like, I think Buller would be a try scoring machine if he was like at the Dolphins, the way they played. Like, he would score pretty much every try that Hammer scored. Maybe not. Hammer's a bit of a freak, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you just like drop Buller into that same situation that where the Hammer gets a lot of his points, and he would probably score 90% of those as well. But yeah, he's obviously at the Tigers. So yeah. Titans to win. Oof. Big game. All right, so Storm really have owned the Warriors. It's funny because when I really got first into league, Warriors always troubled the Storm. Like we're talking the Cam Smith GI teams, like Billy Slater teams, and the Warriors would be sitting in 12th. And beating Melbourne in Melbourne, like the only team to do it that year and stuff. But as of late, it's been the complete other way around. Storm flying high. How good's the Doggies for and against, by the way? 81. Like, they're beating the Broncos on for and against. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. But yeah, Warriors they've made such good progress. They're riding high. Everyone's up the wires again. All my videos to do with the Wars are going skits. Everyone's loving the Wars again. But this is a tall task. It really is. This is a tall task. Melbourne in Melbourne. Melbourne flying high. No Munster. But like I said, you're almost better off with Munster there and no Hughes. They're pretty good. They're pretty damn good without Munster. And when Tyrone Wishart's like scoring doubles and absolutely... He should be playing first grade every damn week. He's incredible. He's really, really good. Far Longo. So who we got back? So we got Roger Tuivasa-Sheck back, but has not been named. Yeah, so RTS is in the reserves. We've got Sean Johnson back. Jacob Laban. Tom L.A. All right, so how they actually lined up. So we've got Chance, DWZ, Berry, Pompey, Montoya, Tamari Martin keeps his spot, and Sean Johnson goes to 7. AFB, Wade Egan, Jackson Ford, Nakora, Barnett, Tohu Harris starting. Okay. Actually didn't mind Tohu coming off the bench. Then we've got Chanel, Harris, Tavita, Dylan Walker, Tavunga. Not much size on the bench. Would anyone be over 100 kilos on the bench? And then you've got all this size. You've got LA. Where's Bunty? Where the hell is Bunty? Bunty needs to be in this team, lad. Yeah, this is a hard one. Let's have a look at somewhere. All right, so wow, Warriors 30-26. Oh, that's right, Xavier Coates. That was in New Zealand? Oh no, this game's in New Zealand. Ugh. If this was in Melbourne, because I said Melbourne in Melbourne before, I tricked my own brain. So yeah, the last one was in Melbourne. This one's in New Zealand. And then the game last year it was 30-22. Wow. All right, so Warriors form guide. They whooped the Cowboys. They scraped home against the Dolphins. They scraped home against Penrith. They got a hiding from the Roosters and lost to the Knights. They're lucky they're not playing the Storm off a loss. I would take Melbourne immediately. Melbourne, over there. Penrith, they're still really good over there, the Storm. Look at that, 75% win rate. All right, we've got to have a look at some of these. The Warriors last defeated the Storm in 2015 at Mount Smart. Wow. They've really had their number. Storm have won their past 15 games against the Warriors. DWZ has scored 6 tries in his past 5 games against the Storm. Xavier Coates has scored 9 tries in his past 5 games against the Warriors. There your try scorers right there, lads. AFB has scored 4 tries in his past 5 games. I hit him last week too. Thanks, lad. All right, let's get to this first. So let's have a look at some try scorers and some overs unders because I need to have a little think. All right, so try scorers DWZ, quite obvious, especially with Sean Johnson back, guys. He'll play him all right. I really like DWZ to score in this one. And one thing I forgot to check is Xavier Coates is back. Who's playing it? Grant Anderson. Okay, so no Warbrick, no Paps. I think I might have to go an upset here. I'll draw an upset. All right, so yeah, we're looking at DWZ, Xavier obviously, but you're not going to get very good odds for him. AFB, Rocco Berry. The only real try scorer I like here is DWZ. They will attack a lot more right, which will attack their left. Let's have a look where they have been attacking, guys. Storm going left 54% of the time. Only right 33%. This is obviously Xavier's side. And where's the Wars? Wars going right a lot. Yeah, I like DWZ to score. I like Xavier Coates to score. But I probably wouldn't take Xavier just because the odds would be quite pass. Yeah, I'm not too sure about try scorers in this one. You guys are going to have to obviously make sure you subbed, and I'll do a little bit more research on this one and see where everyone's a bit scoring, and I'll put a video up. So what are we going? Overs, unders 44, over 49%, under 51. They're liking the unders this weekend, aren't they? I think this is going to go unders. I reckon this will definitely be under 48 if I was making my own line. I think it'd definitely be under 48. But yeah, so predicted score 22. I genuinely think we're going to have a pretty damn similar game to this, to like maybe this or this. I think it's going to be relatively tight. I think we'll go periods of the game where there's not many points scored, then possible flurries from both teams possibly. You know, holding patterns, momentum, bang, bang, try, stuff like that. Yeah, look, everything, all this historical data saying Melbourne win this. I'm going to take the Warriors up the wires just because, again, I'm trying to make up a little ground in my tipping comp. I feel like the Warriors are running red hot. And sometimes I feel like when a team's been winning games without their best players, that's when you start to go on a real break here. And like I said, Storm, I know they've lost 2 of the last. It doesn't look incredible. They've been pretty damn good this year. They've been pretty damn good. Oh, this is so hard. Storm should win. If you're going good in your tipping comps, I wouldn't not be betting against the Storm head to head. Do not do that. That is just silly. I wouldn't even take Warriors with a little bit of a head start. I'd want a pretty big head start. But I have a feeling personally the Warriors are going to win this. So in my tipping, I'm going to take the Warriors. But Storm should win this, guys. But I'm taking the Wars, all right? All right? Don't do as I say. Eels versus the Roosters. All right, so Ian Sevo comes back. Ryan Madison back. They really missed them last weekend against the Doggies. Deshaun Arcee, man, he was so bad. I don't get what's going on with the Eels. Obviously, I do. They've fallen apart and their coach sucks. But yeah, it's tough. So Roosters had them. They haven't played this year. Both teams coming off a loss. I'm super. Brandon Smith's been stood down. Connor Watson back. Tedesco back. Lindsay Collins back. Spencer Linu back. Yo. That back 7 is so hectic. When they get Billy Smith back, Jesus Christ. JWH, Lindsay Collins. Oh man. Yeah, I don't see the Eels beating them, eh? Eels have won 4 of their past 6 games at CommBank Stadium in 2024. Roosters have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Eels. Blaze Talangi has scored 5 tries in his first 8 games. Tedesco has scored 6 tries at CommBank Stadium. Clint Gutherson has scored a try in his past 3 games against the Roosters. I'm taking Clint for a try scorer in this game because whenever I picked him last week for a try scorer on his own as a single for his 200th, whenever I do that and it misses, they always score the next week. And I just go, oh man, it happened a week late. What the hell? So I'm putting Clint down for sure. I mean, this is big for the Roosters too. I mean, so who's coming in at 9? So Connor Watson will play 9. They don't miss much there. Brendan Smith's good, but just this team is so stacked. And I mean, where are they sitting now? Roosters go up. Yeah, I just don't see. Parramatta are okay. Like I saw people, Parramatta are like the worst team. Like they're not that far off. They're just like to me, Eels just completely overreacted to missing their 2 best players. Brad Arthur was loved. The players loved him. Moses and Clint getting injured cost him his job. If Mitch Moses and Clint Gutherson were out for 2 weeks, and then they came and let's say they lost 2 or 3 games around that time, 2 or 3 weeks each, they come back, all good, and they just start. You know, I think that it was being a completely different story. But Eels just, I think they really fumbled the ball a little bit with the Eels. Like I said, people forget, like, after 3 or 4 rounds in, we're sitting there going, the Eels look top 4. Like, everyone was saying it. Like, they lost to Penrith by a few points. They cooked, man. Like, they were looking really... They smashed the Bulldogs. We're all sitting there going, Jesus Christ, these guys look great. And then they had their 2 best players injured and for long periods. And it all fell apart. But anyway, right, so we've already done that, haven't we? So we'll have a look at the try scorers here, guys. So we're up to the Eels versus the Roosters. Eels, 67% chance of winning. Our probability. Mika Sivo to score 58%. Clint Gutherson to score, I'm taking that all day. Dom Young to score, I'm going him. I might even look him at first try. 9.5%. I might even look at Dom Young at first try. Daniel Tupou, I don't like that. I wouldn't be taking that. They just seem to play a lot more now. Joey Manu, Angus Crichton. Right, let's have a look at totals, overs, unders. 50 points. Yeah, we could be seeing 50 points. I might take this around 44 points. I think Roosters could put some points on here. And I also think Eels could score some points too. Like, I think this could be one of those games where like Roosters win like 44-20. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see Roosters' defense being so tight in there, but they could. I could easily. I don't see this scoreline at all. I could see this amount of points being scored, but it'd be more like, yeah, I like overs. I really do. Eels plus, yeah, -2. I was going to say under 52 points. Yeah, I reckon overs. I reckon over 48, 46 for sure. Where Roosters been scoring their tries. Roosters. Yeah, 43-45. That surprises me a little bit. I feel like there's been more on the right than the left. But hey, not many through the middle. Who's scoring the most tries through the middle? Has to be the Warriors, right? Where's Warriors? 35%. The Knights. Okay. I thought it would have been... Who's scoring tries through the middle for the Knights? Oh, I don't know. Oh, but yeah, I'm going Roosters in this one, guys. Let's go Roosters. So Eagles versus... This is a big game for both teams. It's a big game for both teams. Josh Alloway out, idiot, tripping. So Nathan Brown starts at prop. It's just, you've just lost so much size. What are you doing? You just put a 90-kilo guy in. And you really needed him. Like, Dragons are big, man. Molo, Luciano, Sua, or Eisenhoof. Big Murdoch, Mosilla, Montoya. Toby Couchman. I love him. Yeah, all right, we'll have a look at some teams. How these guys been tracking. All right, so Dragons 2 on the trot. Seagulls all of a sudden, not looking great. Huh. That's not good at all. What else we got here? Both completing 78, 79. Tackle efficiency 85. It's just their defense, isn't it? Like, they're scoring fine, 24 points a game. That's 4 tries a game. That's great. Conceding 3.5 tries. Not good. Really not good. Good at home. Seagulls have won 5 of their past 6 games against the Dragons at 4 points. Dragons have won 8 of their past 11 games against the Seagulls. Wow. Tommy Talau has scored 9 tries in his past 6 games. Dragons have scored 78 points in their past 2 games. Ruben Garrett requires 12 points for 400 points at 4 point. That was a tongue twister. 4 Pines Park. Oh, jeez. Man, Seagulls... I'm taking the Seagulls, but I don't think they're going to win, eh? No, I think they're going to win. I got faith in them. I got faith. Sabi, 52%. Tommy Talau. The hard thing about pick and try scorers, we just saw last week's game, like, they can... Cherry Evans is smart. Like, if he sees a weakness, he just peppers it all game. And they obviously found one last week and just went Talau. Well, the team did. You know, he's obviously the orchestra. And luckily, they needed points and they shifted right. And Saab got one and I hit my multi. But, Yeah, and then obviously just Zach Lomax. You just put him in every week, don't you? Jesus Christ. Put him in to score 8 points, put him in to score a try. You're good. Now, what are we looking for points totals here? This is interesting. Under 51, 50 points. It's tough, that one. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that one alone. I don't like it. Dragons with a 5.5 point head start. Oh, I love that. I'm probably going to put that down. If I can get plus 6.5 at about that $1.90 mark, I'm taking that. I'll be taking that all day. I really like that. I think Dragons are primed to win this one. I really do. I'm going to go on my tipping. I'm going to go Sea Eagles. But I really like the Dragons to win this game. I really do. All right, so let's have a look. Dragons scoring 62% of their tries here. Zach Lomax, obviously. Why would you go anywhere else? And then Sea Eagles quite split. So they were very right dominant at the start of the year. Then they've shifted over this side as of late, and it's sort of evened up. So that's what I meant. They're a bit hard to predict which way they're going to go. I'm in my tipping, guys. I'm going to take Manly just because they're due. They're desperate. And just they're at home. Dragons, as brilliant as they've been pretty patchy. I mean, they've beaten, they've just put on a hiding. They've just beat Penrith, but they did get their asses whooped by the Dogs. That it's a little patchy. But yeah, I just think Sea Eagles. I think Sea Eagles are due one, and they're at home. So I'm going to go Sea Eagles with not much confidence, but I'll probably be taking Dragons to cover 6.5 points. Penny Panthers versus the Knights. Penrith Panthers. Let's move on to the next game. That's it. No. Oh man, I have not been a fan of what I was not a fan of what they dished up here. I thought they looked pretty. I thought they made some big improvements, but I just don't like what they're doing. I never felt like they were beating the Storm in this game. I just never felt like they were beating the Storm in this game. I really didn't. They have looked good. They have looked better. Who have they got out the back here? They still got Fletcher Sharp going in against Penrith. Jesus Christ. You're welcome to first grade moment, young lad. So who we got? So we got Dylan Edwards back. We have Cole Luai as named. All right. So Garner still in. So how long out? Preston Ricky out. McLean in. So unchanged relatively. So Laurie goes back to the bench. Smith, Henry, Eisenhoof on the bench. It's actually a pretty well-rounded bench. Now I look at it. I mean, you got an Isaiah Yeo replacement. You got a Liam Martin edge replacement. And you got the Penrith version of Jake Travojevic coming on. Yeah, I like Penrith, obviously, guys. All right, Knights have won only one of their past 14 games against the Penrith Panthers. Panthers have not been defeated at McDonald Jones Stadium since 2015. God damn! Knights have conceded 92 points in their past 3 games. Brian Tortle has scored 5 tries in his past 5 games against the Knights. Wow. That's ridiculous. Greg Marju has scored 16 tries in 16 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Let's have a look at some try scorers here, lads. Can you go wrong with Tortle? Average points can see. I don't see 16 points. I'll change this to 28 to 10. That's what I'm going. Let's have a look at the totals here, guys. Win over 44. Yeah, I don't mind the unders here. Rough. Overs unders is a tough gig, isn't it? It really is. Greg Marju to score. Look, I don't like that just because they just didn't play to him last week. They just were going. I'm like, what are you doing? Keep hitting flat runners and second rowers. I'm like, Greg Marju's unstoppable one-on-one. Please run shape so you can just get. You don't even have to create an overlap. Just get him one-on-one. You'll blitz. Tortle to score. Yeah, loving this. Taruva to score, solid. Tungor hasn't been great. Dylan Edwards through the middle, I don't mind him either. But yeah, we're obviously going Penrith Panthers in this one, guys. Yeah. They're just... Brian To'o's stats this year have just been on another planet, hey. He's been absolutely killing it. So Penrith doing the win-loss, win-loss, win-loss thing. Knights coming off a 2-game skid. Completion rate was, I think it was perfect last week. Maybe they conceded one, not conceded, they had one error. 87% complete. Well, tackle efficiency a little better from the Knights. But yeah, like I said, they're only conceding 15 points a game, scoring 23. And yeah, Knights only scoring 17 points a game. Obviously no Ponga there, sort of slows that all down, really does. They rely on him so much to get points. I'm actually really liking this Cole kid, he's really nice. So Bradman Best is back, which is huge for them. Possibly, I actually like Marju for a try more with Bradman Best there. I like Bradman Best for a try as well, actually. You can't ignore that edge with those two there. If that makes sense. If Greg Marju's just out on a wing and the guys inside him aren't great and you want to go another side, that you get it. But you can't ignore Marju and Bradman Best on an edge. You have to give them ball. If you don't get them ball, you're a terrible playmaker. So Cogger and Hastings aren't exactly top shelf, but they're good enough to know I have two monsters on this edge. I should probably get the ball down there. So that would be... So which edge is having trouble for the... It's Sonny's and Tungo's been leaking points lately, which is their right edge. Ooh. So yeah, let's have a little look-see at this. Could be some points here for the Knights. So they're left-hand side. So which tries conceded? Where are they? Where's the Panthers? Panthers. 52% of tries on their right. Which is their right? Which is their... Ooh, I like Bradman Best. And yeah, I actually don't mind Bradman Best and Marju for one then. So they're left-hand side, they're right. Yeah, so that's right. I get confused with left and rights when I'm talking about matchups. Like, I know who plays left and right in every team, but then they're like, you know, you know what I mean. I don't have to go into that. I'll explain myself. We all do it. One of my most commonly asked questions is, hey, bro, who's matching up against who in this game? I can't work it out. I'm like, no, bro, you're not alone. All right, lads, so we're all done. So we're going Sharkies, we're going Raiders, we're going Bronx. But if you like an upset, Rabbitohs could get it. We're going Titans. We're taking the Wars. But again, if you like an upset, like I said, Storm weren't great against the Knights last weekend. We're going Roosters. We're going Sea Eagles. And we're going Panthers. And we're going Bulldogs to win the bye. All right, lads? All right, guys, you know what this means. If you've made it this far, you're an absolute legend. Love you long time. Make sure you are subbed, guys, so you can see my rest of the punts for the rest of the week, guys. I only put down a couple in this video just because I don't like to put them, just in case there's withdrawals and stuff like that. We had a bunch voided yesterday on King's Birthday Monday. So, yeah, we don't want that. We don't want to put stuff down today and then find out it's all voided later. So I like to leave it a little bit closer too. And thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.